How do you get a yeast infection in your throat? The main reason why we get this condition is usually due to the amount of bacteria which is present in the body. In reality, a majority of adults have up to 4 pounds of bacteria in their bodies. This helps to keep the population of yeast, a form of fungus which is also present in the body, under control. However, when this balance is disrupted, this microorganism spreads and morphs into an infection, and this is how you get a yeast infection in your throat. A lot of people rely on antibiotics to keep the fungus in our system in check, but this may lead to overuse, which is one of the most common reasons for yeast infections. This is because the antibiotics are unable to tell the difference between the good and the bad bacteria. They destroy the good ones too, even though the body needs it. This disrupts the delicate balance which exists between the good bacteria and the fungus in the body, causing the fungus to proliferate, resulting in a yeast infection. When this happens in the throat, you will get a yeast infection in the throat. Another way is that your immune system is weakened due to some factors, such as stress, the use of steroids, and the lack of sleep. As such, the body is too weak to prevent a fungus overgrowth. When this overgrowth occurs in the throat, it will result in a throat yeast infection. People suffering from diseases such as HIV or cancer are also susceptible to yeast infections. Also, those who have undergone an organ transplant are also at risks too. This is because their immune systems have been compromised and their bodies weakened and is not able to effectively fight infections. Another way how you get a yeast infection in your throat is via oral sex. If your sexual partner has genital yeast infections, you can get the fungus into your mouth and throat. It is advisable to refrain from any sexual activity until the condition has been cured. Even though these infections can be transmitted via oral sex, they are not considered as sexually transmitted diseases. However, you should note that you may also be susceptible to infections due to sexually transmitted diseases because they will weaken your immune system. When you get a yeast infection in your throat, you may experience various symptoms. Usually, you will feel a burning sensation in the throat and itchiness in the mouth and throat. You may also see a pasty white coating on your tongue and upper parts of your mouth. Some foods can be the reason how you get a yeast infection in your throat. Beef and dairy products can often contribute to yeast infections because of the high amount of antibiotics being administered to cows and other livestock to make them more resistant to sickness and diseases. When we consume these foods, we also take in the antibiotics which will destroy the good bacteria in us, thus enabling the fungus to grow unchecked.